So you're an expert on the culture of Japan. You've been there for more than, what 35 years now. Can you talk to me about the mindset of the Faceless 50, those emergency workers who are ultimately risking their lives to save the country?
I don't think there's any other word to use for them except heroes. Of course, they come out of a Japanese tradition of gaman, which means to persevere, be strong, don't give up. Think of World War II. The Japanese fought bravely until the end. I think that strong mindset of keeping up in face of all difficulties is still here.
Well, when you talk about that strong mindset, and you mentioned World War II, at the end of it we saw Nagasaki, Hiroshima just decimated there, and yet Japan went on to become arguably one of the most advanced countries on the planet. Are we going to see the same mindset again? They're going to recover and move forward with strength?
Well, I'm not I think the economy will certainly rebound. I'm not sure that it will rebound in the same way as it did after the war. And I think it's because this time we have a background of 20 years of stagnation. And so Japan may rebound, but probably back to those stagnated levels, I'm afraid.
All right, let's talk about the Japanese government here just for a moment, if I may.
Yes.
The Japanese government insists that it's not withholding any information about the radiation levels or how dangerous it is, although the threat level has been raised to 5 out of 7, just not far behind that of the category for Chernobyl. Others suggest, though, it's being less than truthful. What's your take on that? Is the government perhaps imposing a policy of silence?
Well, I don't think that it's a clear-cut policy, but there is a long tradition within the nuclear industry in Japan of hiding or at least twisting or misinterpreting the evidence. One example is raising it to 5. It's been 4 for a long time, which was the level of 3 Mile Island, where there was nuclear radiation but no nuclear material released into the environment. This one has had massive amounts of nuclear material, huge radiation, and only now, grudgingly, is it raised to 5, and of course, most people believe it should be 6. So there's still an attempt to play it down. Kyoto newspaper yesterday had an article in which they pointed to the plume of white smoke coming out of one of the reactors, and they said, the government is saying it's a plume of white smoke. What they really mean is explosion.
All right, now you talk about this radioactive contamination into the atmosphere, into the water. You suggest that there is a certain method by the government here to play down what could potentially be an absolute catastrophe. Do you see the situation escalating into a total meltdown, disaster?
I think that's completely unpredictable. I think what we can be sure of is that this mess will take weeks, maybe months to clear up. It's really very serious, much more than the government is letting us know.
All right, Alex Kerr, an expert on Japanese culture. Thank you very much for your time.